Hey guys, welcome back to BachMakers, your favorite show that recaps all things Bachelor Nation. Before we continue with this episode, we're going to ask you very nicely, Michael, please deliver the news.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And
In
share.
that order, or reverse the order. It doesn't matter to us. Just do those things. Helps us. Enjoy this episode. You got the intro?
Now you got it this week.
I have to do the first part? You want? Oh, you want to try to do?
All
No,
right,
you
I'll
no
do
no
it.
no
I'll
no
do
no
it.
no.
No,
You
no.
no. Let's see how you do. Let's see how you do with the harder part. I'm up. She's stuck.
Hello. Hi. How are you? And welcome back to the BachMakers.
Let's go. That was good. Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, welcome back to BachMakers, everyone. Good to see everyone. Good to be here with no golden grannies to talk about, unfortunately. But we do have an hour's worth of paradise that we have yet to cover. And Michael and I were just talking, a pretty action-packed hour. They filled it to the brim with drama, breakups. This is probably the red wedding episode we've been waiting for, where we knew at some point these couples who were bound to implode were going to implode, and they did. And the first thing we have to report, Michael, is we tied.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was
Which is,
possible.
it's crazy how literally, so we had about the same amount of people that were around at the same time. So like you had Blake and I had Rachel, Braden, and Leslie for the same time.
Yeah.
And all same week, everybody's gone.
It's wild.
So that
So
is crazy.
what do we want to do here? Because for those who haven't been watching all season, Michael and I had these fantasy teams basically, and the loser, you got points for how many roses you got, one-on-one dates, stuff like that.
Mhm.
And the loser was going to have to get a big promo Bachelor poster of the other person and hang it in their room until the end of the next season. We can basically just decide to throw that out the window and come up with something completely new for Joey's season if we want to.
Double or nothing for Joey season.
You want to double or nothing, or do you want to think of a new wager?
We can think of a new wager, I guess.
It's up
Or
to you. How about this? How about that's the comment of the week? Someone comment what our wager should be. Give us some good ideas for what we should put for Joey's season. We'll do the same thing. We're going to draft teams blindly, knowing nothing, which is harder. Paradise, we had background on these people. Going to Joey's season,
Not really.
but
We didn't really have background. No, we really didn't.
Yeah,
We only had their pictures. No, we had their pictures, where they're from, and what they did.
and we knew
We were just looking at.
they were on a different season. What are you talking about?
Okay, no, not for, but like
For
Golden
Golden Bachelor,
Bachelor
yeah,
was.
Golden Bachelor we didn't.
Yeah, but Golden Bachelor was more than half our team.
It's a good point. Yeah, but this is even more random because we don't know anything
Yeah.
about any of these women for Joey's season. I don't even think the cast has been released yet. Once it is,
Yeah.
we'll do a most
Should be
likely we'll
soon.
do a superlatives episode too because that's always funny to look back on.
We should also do a reacting to the superlatives of the Golden.
Yeah, we're gonna do I think we'll do a full season recap in 2 weeks after. So next week we have the Bachelor in Paradise finale, which programming alert, that's going to be out next Tuesday for us. We're going to be a day behind. I'll be traveling that entire weekend, so I will not be back in time to record. We record these Sunday nights, so sorry about that. It's going to be a day later, but it's the off season, so you'll have time to see it. So it's not a huge deal. But in 2 weeks we'll do a full season recap for both. We'll give out awards, all that stuff. So yeah, if you have an idea for what our wager should be for Joey's season, we have some time to figure it out. We might keep it, we might change it, but I guess good game. GG.
GG's.
Yeah, all's fair in love and war, literally.
Tip the cap.
All right. Let's do, since there's no golden grannies, cringe of the week. And we have to have the same one here, right?
Dude, I don't know. When you said that, I could have maybe missed it. Is it Aaron B?
No. There is an obvious, almost cringe of the year award during the rose ceremony.
Who said it?
Taylor. Did you miss this?
Wait, Taylor, is that the irrelevant guy?
Yeah.
What did he say?
When Jess calls Tanner, he thinks that she said Taylor, and he steps forward And Jess
I
had to
totally
say,
did not see that.
I'm stopping this episode right now because you have to go watch it.
Tanner.
Oh.
Oh no.
You said Tanner.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
she clearly said Tanner.
I know,
That was very enunciated too.
so clearly said Tanner, and I don't know
Bro,
what.
he just wanted more screen time. He just wanted more screen
Dude, he
time.
didn't hesitate. He was Tanner. Yep, that's me. Like,
What if he was just like, I'm getting there first. I'm gonna get the rose. I don't
yeah.
care if she didn't say the right name.
And what made him think like we didn't see anything with Taylor and
No,
Jess?
they talked for a second,
Did they?
and then Tanner, yeah, and then
Oh yeah, Tanner interrupted.
Tanner came up and interrupted like a fucking douche.
We can talk about Tanner later, but poor Taylor. What a
Man,
moment. What a sad, sad moment. Oh,
what a time! What a time at the beach! What a
what a
time!
time. What a great run. What a
He had a
cameo.
terrible run.
Cameo of the year. Taylor.
He actually had the Tony Snell graphic.
Literally. You see that's where I can use that properly.
Yeah.
That moment was I when I watched it, it was very late at night. It was after we recorded our episode about the Golden Bachelor finale. And I was just watching in bed. I was like almost half asleep, writing down notes, and that happened. My whole body just like like tensed up and shot up. I couldn't handle it. It was so bad. It was tough. Poor Taylor. So that's got to be cringe of the week. Did you have another one?
Yeah, because I was waiting for like the thing you said, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, I was just gonna say like Kylie when she was going up with Blake when Blake was leaving, and she was like, "Oh, I know. Why won't you like? You should stay for me." I was just
Yeah, let's talk about that.
like working.
I know, but I don't want you to go. Makes me sad. I can't be here without you. What am I supposed to do? I'm not kidding. So there's no one here you would be willing to stay for? No? Don't go. I'm not kidding. Don't go.
I'm like, I'm seeing you in previews for next week, saying that you want engagement, and you're saying that. I don't care if it's just a friend vibe. You don't say that. You don't
Yeah.
say that.
All right. So it starts off. Episode starts off with Blake and Jess having the conversation we all knew was coming. Basically saying, "Hey, we've been going in circles. We're not getting to where we need to be if this is going to be a long term thing." Which both of them, I think, agreed. There was not neither party thought, "Hey, like let's keep trying." I think they both knew it was over. And because the girls have the roses, Blake decides to leave. And then Kylie chases after him for
Yeah.
which caught everyone by surprise. Obviously us as the viewers, but also everyone on the beach. Everyone's like, "What the fuck's Kylie doing?"
Yeah.
And then it just felt so weird because it felt like more than a friend thing. And
Yeah.
she was giving him Teresa eyes, where it was like, "Please, please don't go,
It's
please for
giving
me."
it's giving Teresa eyes. It's
Giving
giving Teresa.
Teresa eyes. And I was like, did we miss something all season? That would be a crazy twist if, like, by the way, Kylie and Blake have been like hooking up in the boom boom
I've
room.
been fucking the whole time.
I was so caught off guard by that. And it's like Kylie and I like not that this really matters, but Kylie's one of the younger people on the beach, along with Jess, and then Blake's one of the older ones. Like, if they're not like dating, I feel like they wouldn't have too much in common to like hang out with all the time. I don't know. That whole
He's like
situation was so weird.
he was just like the dad of the beach,
Yeah.
and she was just like, "Daddy."
Oh, stop. Why'd you do that? Did you have to do that?
Yeah,
Did you have to do that? Let's evaluate that.
I think I did though. I think I
I don't think you did.
did.
Didn't. I
But
thought
yeah,
she was gonna kiss
that was
him.
weird.
I literally thought the first split second,
Dude,
I thought she was gonna kiss him. I was like, "What is going on?"
that would've been crazy. And then imagine her just giving the rose to Blake and then just
She just
ending
gets
that
in.
shit with,
She just gets in the car with him.
"Oh my god," and then they show the clips, and then they're just making out in the car on the way, and then they just leave together. Damn, that would've got you 5 points because he would've
Oh
left
my
in the
gosh, I
relationship.
would have won. That would have clinched it. Damn it.
Yeah, it's crazy he left right before the rose ceremony. He coulda got the rose and then left.
Oh, so
Um,
sad. That was a
but
really
yeah,
weird moment. But
that was weird.
Blake and Jess done. The next casualty of this, and I forget that this is right after the roast, which like that seems like a month ago, which technically
Yeah, that's
was. Um, so it's right after the roast where everyone's kind of just like mad at each other, and Mercedes and Tyler have their conversation, which was expected, but the way it ended was weird. I think we always knew Tyler wasn't that interested. Um,
yeah, yeah.
but he just like admitted it. He's like, "Yeah, there wasn't a spark and I was hoping there would be." I was like, "That's weird." They had a spark off. They're like, "Did you feel a spark? Did you feel like Spider-Man meme like spark?"
For me to leave here with somebody, I knew that I wanted a spark, you know? I wanted something that there wasn't even a doubt to me that I was like, that's it.
So do you think that there's a spark with us?
That's what I've been trying to find. That's what I've been
So
working
you
so
haven't
hard.
found it. Okay, so then what?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I don't know, I didn't like how Mercedes was being so like playing the victim kind of thing. Like, oh my god, like he played me. I got fucking played. Like, not really. You guys just weren't a
Yeah.
thing. He by the way, he fucking made out with Jess and probably I don't know, you probably didn't know about that. So that's that too. But yeah, that was just weird how it ended. I think maybe Tyler was just ready to go. I'm shocked he didn't go after Jess because he watched Blake leave and then him and Mercedes just like kind of broke up, and maybe Jess wouldn't even gone for Tyler at that point because Mercedes was clearly upset.
Do you
But
think that could have been? Is there a chance Mercedes and Tyler broke up before Blake and Jess? Because I was thinking the same thing. Tyler
oh
100% would have gone for Jess if he knew she was
yeah,
single. I think Mercedes and Tyler broke up first, but they just aired it backwards.
hmm, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense.
It's just a theory
That
that I
makes
thought
sense.
of right now. Um,
Yeah, that's something I saw this on like a tweet, but like at the reunion they've got to like talk about they how they just didn't give anything more about the
yeah,
Jess and Tyler. They just like neglected it.
very
Like
strange.
it was just so weird. They just casually threw that in. I don't know. That was
Yeah.
just a weird kind of thing because I ship it. I shipped it all the way.
Yeah. Again, I'm not the biggest Tyler fan, as I've said, because of my allegiance to Britney, but I can look past that. Um, but I think Mercedes did hold on to the spark thing a little too much. I think she was looking
Yeah.
for not an out, but a reason to like a substantial reason for why this isn't working. They both knew it wasn't working and they weren't getting there, but she needed something to hold on to. And then he said, "Well, I didn't really feel a spark," and she was like, That's the one."
No way. Do not
Yes.
feel a
And she was
spark.
telling everyone, like, "He said he didn't feel a spark." I was like, "That's
And then they like gasped. The
yeah."
chicks.
They were like,
I thought it was weird. At the same time, like Jess and a couple of people were like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, relax.
um, but that's a good point. I think from like a guy's perspective, how quickly do you know if this could be a long term thing? I think we've had this conversation on the show before.
Probably like within the first 10 minutes.
Yes, 10 minutes. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Like,
ten
within
minutes,
10 minutes.
30, depending on maybe how drunk I am, maybe 30 minutes, just
Yeah,
processing wise.
yeah. Well, maybe how drunk I am. Maybe like 2 seconds. I'm like, yeah,
Oh,
she's the
maybe
one.
negative time. Like, see
It's-
across the bar.
wow,
Let's love my
the
life.
back of her head looks beautiful.
Girl, the back of your head looked ridiculous.
Yo, Shotty, what that thing do? All right, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tyler and Mercedes break up, and then after that, we had a weird Rachel, not weird, but unexpected. I forgot about the roast thing. In my mind, when we entered this episode, I was thinking Rachel was in on Tanner, and that's where I was at. I thought Rachel and Tanner
Oh,
together. I don't
I
know
didn't
why I
think
was
that.
still there, but then Rachel tells Jordan basically, "Hey, like, you're gonna get my rose," which I
Yeah.
thought Jordan was out of it. I thought Jordan was out of the
I
picture.
th- I think it's so fucked of the Bachelor in Paradise producers, knowing what they know, they decided to let Mercedes go first in the rose ceremony. You're gonna do that to the former Bachelorette. You're gonna do that to the former Bachelorette. you're gonna let Mercedes go first when they probably knew her rose was fucking going to Jordan, right? They knew that, and they knew that Rachel wanted Jordan, and that I don't know what they thought they were gonna do. Like, oh, we're gonna try to get Rachel and Braden back together or whatever. But
Yeah, you're back. Sweet. What I will say, and I kind of want to start a campaign for this. I would not be opposed to a solo Rachel season. We get she deserves a Bachelorette season by herself.
a Bachelorette part 2.
I
No.
run it back. I don't know if the girls on Joey's season. I don't know. Maybe we'll fall in love with one
They
of
would
them.
have to be terrible.
We will fall in love with multiple of them probably. But if for some reason they all stink,
No way.
I'm not opposed
No
to a
way she
solo
gets another one.
because
No way she gets another one.
like you said, the producers probably screwed over here, or maybe they were giving her an out. This is
Saying,
their
like,
this is like, hey, like I
we
think
obviously
they
see this
knew
isn't
this
happening.
wasn't gonna end in an engagement for a bachelorette. They have a bachelorette on the beach, they wanted to end in an engagement. They knew it wasn't going to. No matter who Rachel picked, her and Jordan were not getting engaged. So
Yeah.
maybe they were offering her an out to leave
Yeah.
under her own accord and leave with grace, which I think she did. She made the right call to end up leaving. Which we'll get to how the rose ceremony played out. But I don't know. I'm in on Rachel. I don't think anyone dislikes Rachel, and she probably got the short end of the stick this season. So
Yeah,
let's
I
give
mean,
it another
she
chance.
did go on that Nick Viall guy's podcast and did say that Bachelor in Paradise is more her speed than The Bachelorette. So that makes me think also she wouldn't do it again, you know.
I could
But
see her coming
also,
back next season. Like her and Braden just run it back.
if ABC, what if they do a Bachelorette combo? Wait, that's just Bachelor in Paradise.
That's Bachelor in Paradise. Yeah.
That was stupid.
So yeah, Rachel was set on Jordan, and then that didn't work. Jordan wants Mercedes, which kind of a power move by him to come back to the beach
Yeah,
after
because
Rachel already dumped him. So it's not like that much of a dick move. He did take her on
yeah,
the date, which makes sense. I don't know, like, see, it's the only person he knew on the beach, so
yeah.
that's comfortable for him to go on a date with her. But then he was like, I'm gonna pursue Mercedes now, and I guess it kind of worked out for him. But then we
And
have. Sorry, go ahead.
when Mercedes was like crying and stuff and being like, I did not think like this is how my paradise would go. And I was like, look, I thought you would be gone in the first fucking episode. So you made it past my expectations. So I
Yeah.
think you should be happy you're even fucking here.
Yeah.
You're the one that fell in love with Will and it for like just like that, and then just fucking dumped him to let him fucking go home crying.
Jeez. All right.
What? I'm just saying, like, Mercedes has been just low key there since the beginning and just like almost as irrelevant, arguably more irrelevant than
No,
FP.
no
FP
way.
is.
Don't say that.
Said it.
They're about to
I
get
said it.
engaged next week, and no one cares.
No,
Peter and Sam.
they might get engaged. That'd be crazy. No way.
That might be a 2-second clip of the finale. It'll be like, oh, by the way, Peter and Sam got engaged and they're happy. And we'd be like, okay, cool. Let's move on.
They play Oh Canada.
It's just, oh, I wonder if that's actually, no, Serena. I was like, I wonder if there's like a legal thing. Like, can you get married there if you're like, oh, I guess they're in Mexico. They're not even in America.
Destination wedding, man.
I wasn't sure if there was some Canadian loopholes, but I then remember Serena got engaged to Joe on it, so never mind. Yeah, so I think we go straight to the rose ceremony after that. Tanner just refuses to give up. He refuses to admit that he's just not going to win. Because he should have done what Tyler did and just kind of left, or what Braden did and just. I guess he did do what Braden did. They both went after Jess. They both attempted to.
Which we knew Braden wasn't getting Jess because right when he he asked, he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" I heard her go like this. She was like, "Okay," like she like laughed. She giggled.
I feel like a little bit of
Hey, Jess, can I pull you for a second?
Yes. Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
She's like, okay, like knowing like
knowing what
he's
this
got
is.
no shot with me. Like, oh, he's like really trying for a rose. And he was like, then you wanted someone to treat you right. Like, I got you chocolates because you said you want a guy that brings you chocolates. And I was like, oh, buddy, like she doesn't want you. I'm sorry.
Jess is
So,
really good at friend zoning people. She
yeah,
friend
she's
zoned
really
the fuck out of Sean, which
yeah.
underrated moment of the season. She was like, "I love you as a friend." I was like, "Oh no," but is what it. I think Braden is everyone's best friend on the beach at that point where Braden was just like, "Ah, let's see what happens." I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of likes Braden, which good for
But
him.
I guess there's maybe a chance. I could have seen maybe Rachel throwing him the rose,
I
just like
thought that might happen.
give me the dub in the fantasy.
Yeah.
And give me the dub in the fantasy season. But
It's tough. All right, rose ceremony went pretty chalk at the beginning. Eliza and Aaron, obviously, Kat and John Henry. Olivia and Michael had a cute little basketball moment.
yeah,
Sam and Peter, again, they're just helplessly in love and no one really cares about it. Um, Jess gives her rose to Tanner, not Taylor, which
yeah.
again is unreal moment. Mercedes then, as we said, goes before Rachel, gives it to Jordan. Rachel's like, "Holy shit, what do I do now?" And she leaves under her
Leaves.
own decision and says, "Peace out, paradise. I'll probably be back." And
Honestly,
yeah, so everyone who went home this episode, Blake, Tyler, Rachel, Braden, and Taylor.
Taylor.
Poor Taylor. 5 people going home. It's a big episode.
Yeah.
And then we're heading to finale. It's finale
Yeah.
time. It looks like they're gonna have something similar to last season where they have like a party or prom. I think last it was like Paradise Prom, something like that, Paradise Dance. And we'll see. I'll stand by my prediction from 2 weeks ago that the only couple still together are Kylie and Avon,
Yep.
but I think we'll get more than one proposal.
Yeah, I feel like Aaron B and Eliza.
I think they're heading that direction. Um, so I don't know. We'll see. Any other bold predictions come up while you're thinking about the finale?
No.
I was surprised how well Olivia and Michael are doing. They could
I
still
mean,
be
yeah, but
together.
that's just so new.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
gonna
think
be
about
engagement by any means,
how many
but
real day. Like, I don't know. I kind of see it. They could maybe still be together, but
think
like,
about you might have a better chance of a relationship working out if you meet later in paradise because if you meet like day one of
but like,
paradise, the producers are gonna try to break you up.
do
But if they
they
meet
live in the
now,
same city?
I don't know.
Probably not. Like, you're not starting a long distance relationship after like 3-4
Yeah, but
days.
what's harder, long distance or a team of producers sending people in to try to break you up? What's harder to work out? You might have a better chance in the real world than on this dating show where they're trying to find love.
I guess.
Just something to think about. All right. Well, we'll wrap up there. We will have do you want to do two first?
Yeah.
Even
I
though
mean, there's no more rose ceremonies.
there's no more roses to give out, but I'll say I don't know.
Twofers on engagements.
Don't get like you want to say a couple that gets engaged, couple that doesn't.
Yeah.
And let's leave Kylie and Avon out of it because I think we both think they're getting engaged.
Okay.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll take Aaron B and Eliza.
All right, fine. I'll take Sam. I'll take F. Peter and Sam.
Okay, then I'll say Olivia and Michael don't get engaged.
Don't get engaged. Well, yeah. Well, anyone you think is gonna break up? I'm trying to look at the couples. Oh,
Oh, probably like Mercedes and fucking
Jordan.
or something.
I'll take Jess and Tanner. I think Jess and Tanner will break up, or like not even break up. They're not even together. Like, what are we doing at this point?
Yeah, they just started. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're just gonna leave.
They're just there for the free drinks at this point. Like those four
Yeah.
are just there for the free drinks at this point.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching BachMakers. As always, the support's been awesome. Follow us on TikTok. Follow Good Time on Instagram. And we'll see you next Tuesday for our full breakdown of the Bachelor in Paradise finale. It's going to be electric. And then we're in the off season. We got interviews. We got coverage. Don't you worry. The BachMakers are here to stay. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.